Hello and welcome to my December book haul. These are the books that I bought myself and also the books that I got for Christmas. So let's just jump into it. First up, I got the Young Elites Trilogy. Is that what it's called? I think so. Yeah, the Young Elites Trilogy by Marie Lu. And these consist of the first book called The Young Elites, the second book called The Rose Society, and the third book called The Midnight Star. And I haven't read any of these yet, but I'm so excited about reading them. I don't know a lot about these books, but what I can gather is that this is about a person who is kind of like an anti-hero, and that just sounds fun, like the main character being one of the bad guys, so I'm excited about reading these. Next up, I bought this year's edition of From All of Us to All of You in the Danish version. This is number 23, so this is the newest edition, and it's from Disney. But yeah, it's just Walt Disney, and it's a collection of Christmas stories, which is just always fun. Like every year they bring out a new one, and it's just so nice and I love it. So these From All of Us to All of You are kind of like a thing that I'm collecting, and I'm slowly building up my collection. I think I have 10 with the one I bought this year, and then I rounded up, then I added 2 more because I found them cheap, so I have 12 now, and I bought number 12 and number 20 as well. This is so shiny, wow. So now I have 12 all in all, and it's just, I love it. It's so much fun to just read some Disney and just get in the holiday spirit. The next 2 books I got from my boyfriend's parents for Christmas, and it is Illuminate and Gemini by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I haven't read any of these yet, but I just hear so much amazing things about it, and well, about these 2, about the series, so I felt like I have to give them a chance, and I think I'll really like them. And the fun thing about these are that they are not built up like a regular novel, but like documents and drawings and conversations by text and stuff like that. So I think these will be really fun, and I think they'll be faster reads than a regular novel, but yeah, I'm excited about both of these. The next book I got from my boyfriend, and it is so beautiful. It is Classic Fairy Tales by Hans Christian Andersen, and it is the Barnes & Noble Leatherbound Classic Collection, and it's just so beautiful. And there are like drawings inside as well, and like the end paper is just gorgeous, and there are a few drawings inside like scattered throughout. Well, right now I can't find someone. Well, here is one, and it's just, I love these editions, and he put a lot of thought into which one I should get. He wanted it to be a book that I would actually read in, so he picked Hans Christian Andersen, which is really great because I love Hans Christian Andersen. I haven't read any of his stuff in English yet because, well, I'm Danish and he was Danish, so I just read them like the original language. But I think it'll be fun to read like some of the stories that I know in English, and then he wanted it to be a book that really eye-catching among my other Barnes & Noble Leatherbound classics, because what I have are, well, they're really blue or brownish green, and then he wanted one that just stood out, so he chose this red one. And I think Barnes & Noble have 3 Hans Christian Andersen books out, and this is my personal favorite, and he didn't know that, so I'm proud of him for picking this for me, and I love it so much. And I was just like, oh, when I opened this. So yeah, and then it has the nightingale on the back as well, and yeah, also on the front, and the spine is just amazing. And just okay, I'm gonna stop talking about this now. Then randomly my cousin brought me 5 books, and he brought me the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy books. So the first one is the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, oh, they're by Douglas Adams. Then the second book is The Restaurant at the End of the Universe. The third book is Life, the Universe and Everything. The fourth book is So Long and Thanks for All the Fish, and the 5th one is Mostly Harmless. And yeah, I think these are beautiful editions. The fun thing is that he bought like 10 books of I think the book people they're coded UK, and then the package just never came. So he wrote to them and was like, hey, my package didn't come, so they sent a new one, and then both of them came. Like, he had waited like a month for it and it just didn't show up, and then 3 days later he had 2 boxes with the same books. So he wrote to them and was like, hey, is there a way that I can send these back to you? And they were like, just keep them. So he was like, do you want these 5 books? And I was like, of course I do, because they're beautiful, and I know I own the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in the Barnes & Noble leatherbound collection, but these will be easier to read, and they're beautiful, and I'm a book hoarder, and I'm sorry, but I love them so much. So yeah. Right, so those were all the books that I got this month. There were a lot, and I love them, and I am going to be better at not buying a ton of books this year. Hopefully I have some pre-orders of books that I really want, or sequels, and that is okay, but other than that I will do my best not to buy books and just read all the books that I own that I haven't read yet, because there are quite a few. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time, hopefully. Bye bye.